Welcome back, LBCC volleyball fans. Lydia Parker here on the call with Pink Out Night, Dig Pink Night, I should say, and a very good Chemeketa team here tonight taking on the Roadrunners at home for the second to last regular season home game in this 2017 season. A very good LBCC team has done a lot of amazing things this season. They've won 10 straight going into today's match and are 8-0 in conference. And they're taking on a very good Chemeketa team. They've won 8 of the last 10 and are 7-1 in conference. Here's the national anthem. A full house tonight, as it is Dig Pink Night. The LBCC team is donning light pink jerseys, and kind of hard to tell under the iridescent lights here in the Linn-Benton Athletic Center gym, but they are wearing light pink, and we'll go ahead and introduce both teams here. We'll start with the visiting Chemeketa Storm. Number 1, Morgan Balger. Number 3, Jane Kale. Number 6, Josephine Pasco Long. Number 7, Hayden Quatre. Number 8, Aya Oxy. Number 9, Madison Lino. Number 10, Lauren Kirkland. Number 11, Haley Patterson. Number 13, Avery Sunderberg. Number 14, Eleanor Benton. They are brought today by Tracy Stephenson, the head coach, assistant coach Courtney Higlin, and assistant coach Kayla Piper. And now to your LBCC Roadrunners. Same team all season long. We'll introduce them again. Number 1, freshman libero and defensive specialist Kaya Knuth. Number 2, sophomore defensive specialist Sarah Fanger. Number 3, sophomore setter Montana Gubrud. Number 4, freshman Elizabeth Weber, a setter as well. Number 5, sophomore outside hitter Kylene Briggs. Number 6, freshman setter Maddie Norris. Number 7, Caitlin Allen, sophomore outside hitter. Number 8, freshman outside hitter Bailey Talley. Number 9, freshman outside hitter Micaiah Philly. Number 10, Janaea Wright, a freshman middle blocker. And number 11, Sierra Morrow, freshman middle blocker. And number 12, Grace Phillips, freshman middle blocker. And Grace is outstanding offensively and defensively, but she was awarded the NWAC Player of the Week 2 weeks ago. That was week 6. And during that week, in the 6 sets of the last week, Phillips had 20 kills on 66% kill efficiency. She had 7 blocks and 4 solo rejections. She is 3rd in the league in hitting percentage at that point. We'll double check her stats as we go along. But she's a big part of this winning record for the Roadrunners. And as Coach Jamie Frazier said, Grace continues to be a consistent option in the middle. She's continuing to get more blocks as her speed to the pin increases. And Grace has been a big part of this team. She's out there on the court tonight, and just wanted to congratulate her on winning the Under Armour Volleyball Player of the Week. And LBCC as a whole, 23-4 overall in conference, or pardon me, overall, 8-0 in conference. They've won 11 straight. And they're taking on Chemeketa Storm, 13-4 overall, 7-1 in conference. They've won 7 straight and 8 of their last 10. On the court for the Roadrunners, Grace Phillips up front with Caitlin Allen and Elizabeth Weber. In the back, we have Montana Gubrud, Kylene Briggs, and Kaya Knuth. Pardon me, Sarah Fenger at libero for the Roadrunners. And Fenger will deliver the first set of the match. First serve, I should say. That's Josephine Pasco-Long with the hit. And Caitlin Allen with the kill and first point of the match. Picked up for the Roadrunners. Fenger back to serve again. Grace Phillips with a solo block. And what she was noted for doing so well, other than her offense, is her defense up at the net. She picks up point number 2. The Roadrunners are up 2-0 here early as that one goes into the net. Chemeketa gets a quick side out. The Roadrunners lead 2-1. And serving now for Storm is Lauren Kergligan. Grace Phillips is met at the net, but the hit is out of bounds. 3-1 the score. Elizabeth Weber back to serve. Again, second to last home game in the regular season here. Chemeketa Storm here at Linn-Benton. And another good hit for Pasco-Long. This one off the arms of Kylene Briggs. Chemeketa pulls within 1, 3-2 now the score. And Avery Sundberg, the freshman from Barlow High School in Gresham, serves and ties it up. 3-3 the score. The Roadrunners have dominated as of late, again winning 11 in a row. They're undefeated at home, and a lot of people think that this match could go all 5 tonight. Little miscommunication there as Caitlin Allen lays out towards Elizabeth Weber. And Chemeketa takes the lead. Serving again, Avery Sundberg. Dug out by Sarah Fenger. Gubrud gets it to Caitlin Allen. And it looks like it must have gone off the hands of Allen because it was definitely out of bounds, but off the hands of Allen. Chemeketa up by 2, 5-3. Sundberg serves this one into the net, and LBCC gets the ball back and the point. 5-4, Chemeketa up here early in the first set of the match. Kaya Knuth into serve as Caitlin Allen gets a break. Way out of bounds off of Haley Patterson, and we're all tied up at 5. LBCC is at the top of the South Division standings and the NWAC coaches poll. The past 2 weeks in a row, LBCC has been voted #1 in the conference by the coaches, as the serve from Knuth goes out of bounds. 6-5, Chemeketa up. Knuth gets this one to Gubrud, who sets it for Kylene Briggs. Nice job by Fenger to keep it in bounds there. And it's tipped. Would have stayed in anyways. We're all tied up at 6. In to serve is Bailey Talley. And number 10, Janaea Wright, also in. Bailey Talley is a freshman outside hitter and defensive specialist from Phoenix, Oregon. Haley Patterson with the hit. Patterson again. This time it makes it over, and LB unable to come up with it as it ricochets off of several Roadrunner players. The point goes to the Storm. 7-6, Chemeketa leading. And now serving Aya Oxy, sophomore middle blocker from Westview High School out of Portland. Knuth gets it to Fenger. who bumps it up. Janaea Wright. Janaea picks up point number 7. And LB and Chemeketa are all tied up here in this first set. Montana Gubrud serving. Montana is a sophomore setter from McMinnville, Oregon. Our final regular season home game is Wednesday, October 25th, as Patterson gets the kill and puts her team up 8-7. October 25th, sophomore night versus Mount Hood. We'll honor the sophomores on this 2017 roster: Sarah Fanger, Montana Gubrud, Kylene Briggs, and Caitlin Allen. Point LB, we're tied back up at 8. That's Wednesday, October 25th versus Mount Hood at 6:30 p.m. sophomore night, our final regular season home game. As Kylene Briggs serves this one over, we're tied up at 8 versus Chemeketa. Inbounds. And Chemeketa takes a quick lead again, 9-8 the score. Haley Patterson, sophomore from Canby High School out of Oregon City, serving for the Storm. Kylene Briggs to Gubrud, Caitlin Allen. Nice job by Gubrud there, laying out. And a powerful hit from the middle there, Lauren Kurligan, freshman from Linn-Benton High School and native of Albany, Oregon. Gubrud sets up Caitlin Allen, who hits it way out of bounds, almost off of Tracy Stevenson, the head coach for the Storm. And Chemeketa is leading 11-8 now. Patterson back to serve again. A block up front there for Eleanor Belton. Chemeketa leads 12-8. Belton, a freshman middle blocker from Corvallis High School. Back-to-back really good plays from local girls. Eleanor Belton and Lauren Kurligan. Side out LB, Sarah Fanger to serve. Chemeketa leads 12-9. A low serve. Kurligan with the hit again, off of the shoulder of Elizabeth Weber and out of bounds. 13-9. Chemeketa leading. And back to serve is Lauren Kurligan. Native of Albany, went to Lebanon High School. And one of the more powerful hits I've seen, and not quite reflected in her serve there. 13-10 the score, with LB picking up a point there. Elizabeth Weber serving for the Roadrunners. Pasco Long, another impressive hitter, and out of the past few teams that the Roadrunners have played, it's obvious that the offensive power for the Storm team is much different than what they have been seeing. That being said, only trailing by 4 here. And the serve out of bounds off the hand of Avery Sundberg. 14-11 now the score. Kaya Knuth to serve for the Roadrunners. But two very evenly matched teams. LBCC is up in the standings, and they're 8-0 in conference. However, Chemeketa 7-1 in conference. And no doubt a very good team. 14-12 the score as that point goes to the Roadrunners. Knuth gets it over. Pasco Long again, this time soft. And a nice shot by Kylene Briggs to get it up. Elizabeth Weber getting it over. And here, Gubrud with the kill. 14-13 the score, LBCC pulling within 1 on this Dig Pink night, and it is really hard to tell, but the girls are wearing pink jerseys in support of breast cancer awareness this October. And Pasco Long puts her team up a little bit more. 15-13 the score as Long goes out. Substituted in by is Hayden Quatre, freshman defensive specialist from Summit High School in Bend, in to serve. It rolls backwards off the hands of Kaya Knuth, and Chemeketa is up by 3, 16-13. Quattro serve here is good as well. And way out of bounds on Kylie Briggs. 17-13 the score. Timeout called for Linn-Benton. Again, head coach Jamie Frazier, assistant coach Jessica Morrison, assistant coach Josh Gehrig, and volunteer assistant Mindy Wilms leading this Roadrunner team tonight. And in this timeout, we'll try to get you some more of the stats as we go along. Again, Linn-Benton is 8-0 in conference, 23-4 overall, taking on Chemeketa, 7-1 in conference, 13-4 overall. Interestingly enough, Linn-Benton has played 10 more games than this Chemeketa team. LBCC is on an 11-game winning streak, and Chemeketa on a 7-game winning streak. LB is at the top of the conference standings, and according to the most recent coaches poll on October 6th, LBCC is also on top of the NWAC altogether. Chemeketa is ranked 5th in that coaches poll. 17-13 the score. Chemeketa up on the Roadrunners here early in the first set. And Hayden Quattro serving. Gubrud sets up Phillips. And close to the net set, she falls underneath the net. The point goes to the Storm. And Quattro will serve again with her team up 18-13. Knuth to Gubrud. Gubrud sets up Kylie Briggs, who gets the side out and the point. 18-14 now the score. Bailey Talley in to serve, and Janaea Wright on the front row. Talley's serve is good. Haley Patterson with a hit. Gubrud quick set. Some girls on the LB bench calling for a lift or a carry there. And that one goes off the hands of Janaea Wright and Kylie Briggs, out of bounds. And into the match is Sarah Finger, the libero. 19-14 the score. Serving is Aya Oxy. Oxy again out of Westview High School in Portland. Gubrud sets up Knuth. And Patterson gets it over. Nice job by Kylie Briggs. Very impressed to be able to get anything out of that. It was kind of in no man's land, but Briggs lays out and gets it up for her team. Knuth to Gubrud. And Janaea Wright off the hands of Hayden Quattro. LBCC gets a big side out as they trail 19-15 to this very good Chemeketa team. And again, off the hands of Quattro. 19-16 the score. Serving again is the sophomore setter from McMinnville, Montana, Gubrud. Offensively speaking, these teams equally matched. As Patterson's hit is up by Kaya Knuth. Caitlin Allen gets it over. A nice job here by Knuth as well, with Gubrud setting up Kylie Briggs. Gubrud to Kaya Knuth. Good eye for Knuth to be able to get up there on the line and get that over. And here Elizabeth Weber with the hit. 19-16 the score. Patterson is met at the net by Janaea Wright. Knuth gets it up to Gubrud. And the point goes to the Roadrunners. A great volley and a nice job by LB to come away with that point and pull their team within 2. 19-17 the score. Gubrud to serve again. a great volley with some heads-up plays there. Kylene Briggs and Kaya Knuth especially. The 1917 serve from Gubrud goes to the Roadrunners. 19-18 now the score. LB was down by 5 at one point, now within 1. And Gubrud to serve again as Pasco Long, the hard-hitting freshman from Churchill High School, comes into the game for Chemeketa. 19-18, Gubrud serve. And inbounds over the hands and head of Kylene Briggs. 20-18 the score. Chemeketa gets a big side out there, and Jane Kale, the freshman from West Albany High School, serves into the net, however, and LB breathes a sigh of relief in this first set. Caitlin Allen into the game as Kaya Knuth will take a break. And Kylene Briggs serves. A powerful hit up front from Lauren Kergligan. 21-19, Chemeketa in the lead. Patterson serves. Gubrud sets up Allen, and the block from Kergligan. A girl who already in this first set has shown her offensive capabilities as well as defensive, getting the block there, and point number 22 for the Storm. 22-19, and the first set here at home of the second to last game of the regular season. Again, we'll be back Wednesday, October 25th versus Mount Hood for sophomore night. We'll honor the 4 sophomores on the team at 6:30 p.m. And I'm sure that ceremony will be before the game. We'll get that on the live stream as well. I was mentioning these teams are very closely, statistically very close in offense. Chemeketa comes in with 9.24 kills per set, 225 hitting percentage, and 8.67 assists per set. LB has 8.87 kills per set, hitting 224, and 8.79 assists per set. So again, really close offensively, and bound to be a good match tonight. As I mentioned earlier, a lot of people before the game began said it ought to go all 5, looking at these two teams' records and their capabilities on the court. 22-19 the score. LBCC winning 11 straight going into today's match. Chemeketa has won 7 straight. So again, a big streak will snap tonight. And that one goes out of bounds off of Patterson's hands. Sarah Fanger will now serve for the Roadrunners. It's 22-20. Chemeketa up. And this one goes off the hands of Roadrunner up front. 23-20 now the score. Serving is Lauren Kergligan. And a nice job by Briggs to get it up, but really close to the net. That was going to be difficult for anybody to make a play on. 24-20 the score. Caitlin Allen not able to quite get it back off the net enough, and Chemeketa is within a point. And they win the first set. 25-20 the final. And the first time in a long time I've said that the opposing team has won a set here at home versus Linn-Benton, I should say. And it's bound to be an eventful, fun night for the rest of the night, so do hang around. We'll have a little break here in between sets and try to get you some more statistics as we go along. Again, Chemeketa wins the first set 25-20. And the second set will start momentarily. Looking at some of the stats, overall, Grace Phillips and Montana Gubrud still on the leaderboards for the NWAC teams. Grace Phillips hitting 360. She's second to Mount Hood's Pernich hitting 392. Mount Hood will be here next week on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. And that ought to be fun to watch Grace Phillips, the second best hitter in the league, battle the best hitter in the league, statistically speaking, Pernich from Mount Hood. Again, Grace Phillips second in the league, hitting percentage at .360. And Montana Gubrud third in the NWAC at 7.73 assists per set. So some very talented girls on this team for the Roadrunners. Back-to-back years now, they've had amazing sweeps, amazing records, I should say. Last year, LB broke a lot of records and finished the season 45-2 overall. LB is on top of the NWAC currently and on top of the South Division as well. However, Chemeketa's come in and won the first set. They lead 1-0 here on this October 13th, Friday the 13th. Chemeketa here at home versus Chemeketa. Dig Pink Night. The girls wearing their pink jerseys in support of breast cancer awareness. Breast Cancer Month all of October. And so far in the match, Kylene Briggs leads the Roadrunners with 3 points. She's hitting .333 in the game. She has 3 kills. And Janaea Wright also has 3 kills and 3 points. Montana Gubrud has 1 kill, 8 assists, and 2 points. For Chemeketa, Lauren Kergligan has 4 kills and 4.5 points. Josephine Pasco-Long has 3 kills and 3 points. And we're about to get underway here for the second set. Lauren Kergligan serves it. Kergligan with the set. Eleanor Belton hits it over. 4 hits, and the first point of the second set goes to the Storm. 1-0. Lauren Kergligan, freshman from Lebanon High School, serving. Chemeketa up 1-0 in the set. They won the first one 25-20. Here, Pasco-Long gets it over and picks up point number 2. One of the hardest hitters I've seen this entire season from either side, the Roadrunners or an opponent, and really impressed by Pasco-Long and Lauren Kergligan's strength. Kergligan here serves it. Two hits called, and the point goes to Chemeketa. 3-0, and Kergligan serves again. Gubrud sets up Phillips. Kergligan taps it over. Again, Gubrud. This time sets up Weber. And Gubrud here gets it to Briggs, who bumps it up for Caitlin Allen, who gets it over. And LB gets the side out after 3 unanswered points for Chemeketa. 3-1 the score, and Elizabeth Weber will serve. Pasco-Long this time met at the net by Grace Phillips and Montana Gubrud. Gubrud sets up Phillips, who hits it over the net, and a double hit there for Oxy. Point LB. Chemeketa leads 3-2 in the second set and 1-0 in the match. Here, Jane Kale sets up Eleanor Belton. And a nice job by Kylene Briggs there, or a nice attempt, I should say, getting under it. But the point does go to Chemeketa. 4-2 the score. And Avery Sundberg serving. Grace Phillips gets it over. Way out of bounds on Oxy. LB is within 1. 3-4 the score. And into serve is Kaya Knuth. Caitlin Allen gets a little break. Knuth serves over. Kylie Briggs sets it up. And Montana Gubrud looks like she trips over her own feet, and she comes up laughing. Good to have a sense of humor about something like that. 5-3 the score, however. And Chemeketa in the lead. Serving for the Storm is Hayden Quatre. Gubrud gets it all the way over to Kylie Briggs. However, 2 hits called, and 6-3 is the score with that one going to Chemeketa. Quatre serves again. Knuth to Gubrud. And a miscommunication as Weber thought that Knuth had that one, and it goes off of the hands of Weber, and Jamie Frazier will call a quick timeout, with Chemeketa leading 7-3 in the second set and 1-0 in the match. Going over some of the statistics so far in the match. Elizabeth Weber and Grace Phillips both have a block apiece. Kylie Briggs and Janaea Wright both with 3 points apiece and 3 kills apiece. On the other side of things, Eleanor Belton, number 14 freshman from Corvallis High School. Keep an eye on her defensively for Chemeketa. She has 3 blocks already here early in the second set. Josephine Pasco-Long and Lauren Kergligan both have 4 kills already through 1 1/4. Quatre serve goes over, and right in the middle of no man's land. Point goes to Chemeketa, 8-3 now the score. Quatre to serve again. Out of bounds, and a good eye there by Weber and Knuth from the back row. Janaea Wright and Maddie Norris come in for Grace Phillips and Sarah Fanger. Bailey Talley will serve. 8-4, Chemeketa in the lead. The second set of the night. Knuth gets to Gubrud. Briggs with the hit. This time it's Maddie Norris. The libero Morgan Bolger hits it over. And Avery Sundberg just barely bumps it over, and those almost seem like they're the hardest because nobody knows what to do when a ball comes in that slowly. Who's going to get it? They have enough time to think about it. I think that sometimes gets in their own heads. 9-4 the score, with that one going to Chemeketa. Madison Lino, freshman from Willamina High School, serves it out of bounds. 9-5 now the score. LB within 4. And Gubrud will serve for the Roadrunners. Dug out by the libero. Haley Patterson is met at the net. It goes out of bounds off the hands of Janaea Wright. 10-5 the score. Chemeketa in the lead. I want to thank you guys for watching all season long and for bearing with me as we sort out technical difficulties and microphone difficulties. As Gubrud sets up Maddie Norris, and a block, another one for Lauren Kergligan. And I mentioned earlier to keep an eye on her as she's picked up quite a few. She picks up point number 11 here when Chemeketa is up by 6. 11-5, the Storm in the lead. And Jane Kale serving. point goes to the Roadrunners as Caitlin Allen comes in for Kaya Knuth. 11-6 the score. Kylie Briggs will serve. And I was distracted. Maddie Norris, the freshman setter from Lebanon, is wearing number 6, as she normally does. However, the number is inverted on the back of her jersey. I wonder if you'll be able to see that as Norris here taps it over. Her hair is sort of in the way, but right there maybe you can see the number 6 is backwards on the jersey. She does, however, pick up point number 7, and LBCC is within 4. Briggs will serve again. Here, pretty early in this first set, or in the second set, I should say. 11-7 the score, and Patterson gets it over for the Storm. Maddie Norris inbounds. A nice hit, placing it perfectly in the corner. Back-to-back points for Norris. 11-8 the score. Kylie Briggs to serve again. In the back row, at the moment, Kylie Briggs serving, Sarah Fanger, the libero, and Montana Gubrud. Up front, Caitlin Allen, Janaea Wright, and Maddie Norris out of bounds on the serve. 12-8 the score. And a couple of substitutions as Pasco Long comes in, as well as Madison Lino. And Lino will serve. Caitlin Allen just out of bounds. And one of the best hitters on this Linn-Benton team just couldn't quite get that one in. When she does get it inbounds, however, she is lethal. 13-8 the score. Maddie Norris gets it over. A diving attempt by Madison Lino, and no avail. 13-9 the score as Grace Phillips comes in replacing Janaea Wright. Sarah Fanger to serve. Pasco Long gets it to Jane Kale. Back to Long. This time met at the net by Norris. Gubrud sets up Caitlin Allen again. Four hits, Kale forgot. And the point goes to the Roadrunners. Fanger will serve again. 13-10 the score. The Roadrunners catching back up here in the middle of the second set. They trail 1-0 in the match. And trail here 14-10 on that point going to Chemeketa. Lauren Kergligan, the freshman from Lebanon High School, native of Albany, is serving. Gubrud gets it to Norris, who pumps this one just out of bounds. And it looked just like the hit that she had earlier in the corner, but out of bounds by a very small margin. 15-10 the score. Kergligan serve again. Maddie Norris unable to get up with it. And 16-10 as that point goes to Chemeketa. Storm leads the Roadrunners. Kergligan serves again. Gubrud sets up Allen. Out of bounds, just off the back line there. 17-10 the score. Again, Chemeketa leads the match 1-0 and come into today's game on a 7-game winning streak. Norris gets it over. Kale to Kergligan. Eleanor Belton hits it over. Maddie Norris is met at the net by Pasco Long, who hits it straight down and picks up point number 18. Timeout called by Coach Jamie Frazier. 18-10 the score, with Chemeketa rolling here in the second set. They lead it 1-0. And as I mentioned, Chemeketa came into today's game on a 7-game winning streak. They're 7-1 in conference. LBCC comes into today's game undefeated at home, 8-0 in conference, and on an 11-game winning streak. So a streak will snap tonight, and undoubtedly will be a good rest of a match, as we've seen these first two sets going by here rather quickly, and a lot of offensive output and impressive hits by both teams. Again, Lauren Kergligan showing a lot of talent on the court. She has 5 kills and 2 blocks, 7 points in total, and part of Chemeketa's success here early. Maddie Norris has 4 points and 4 kills on the night. Only 2 blocks so far in the match for the Roadrunners. Grace Phillips and Elizabeth Weber both have 1. Phillips here with the hit. 18-10 the score. Pass go long is met by Maddie Norris at the net. Gubrud sets up Caitlin Allen. Kale gets it a pass go long. Gubrud to Fanger. And Maddie Norris inbounds on the opposite side of the court. Norris doing a good job putting it exactly where she wants it. And she put it where no one was. Picked up point number 11. 18-11 the score. And Norris back to serve. Pass go long, gets it to Kale. Caitlin Allen here. Kale sets up Patterson, who sets it over. Patterson does a great job laying out there. And Aya Oxy. Aya Oxy with a point. And frustration on LB's side of things. It looks like they thought that one was going to go to them. However, it is called out of bounds by the line judge on Chemeketa's end of things. 20-11 now the score with a block from Oxy. 20-11 the score, and Avery Sundberg serving for the Storm. Out of bounds on Grace Phillips. 21-11 the score. For the first time in weeks, LBCC is down 10 to an opponent here at home. Nobody's beaten them on their home turf. And LBCC doing their best, Montana Gubrud doing her best here to make sure that that does not happen here tonight. 21-12 the score. And Sierra Morrow serving for the Roadrunners. Pass go long to Kale. Oxy hits it over, and the block goes out of bounds. 22-12 the score. Coming in is Hayden Quatre. For pass go long, she'll serve. Morrow to Gubrud. Phillips, who hits it over. Kale sets up Patterson. Gubrud and Phillips had jumped at the net, and the back row was not able to come up and get that short set sort of hit. 23-12 the score. Quatre's serve is out of bounds. LBCC gets a much desired side out, down 10, 23-13 the score. Chemeketa in the lead in the second set. They lead 1-0 in the match. Bailey Talley into serve, and Janaea Wright goes into the front row. Patterson's hit, back to Talley. Kylie Briggs set up by Gubrud. Oxy hits it into the net. Point LB, 23-14 now the score. Talley will serve again. Again, Bailey's a freshman, outside hitter, defensive specialist from Phoenix, Oregon. Kale sets up Patterson. Here, Kylie and Briggs with a hit. Janaea Wright taps it over. And a nice job to play it off the net there, but Hayden Quatre hits it into the net. 23-15 the score. Bailey Talley serving again. The Roadrunners looking to come all the way back down from 10. Out of bounds. And they may do just that with Bailey Talley serving, a very reliable, consistent server. 23-16 the score. Just moments ago, Chemeketa was up 23-13. And as I mentioned, for the first time in a long time, it seems, an opponent has put up 10 points on the Roadrunners. And here, Chemeketa looking to cling on, get 2 more, and LB looking to bounce back from their largest deficit of all season that I've seen. Timeout has adjourned. Bailey Talley still serving for the Roadrunners. Sierra Morrow, Maddie Norris, Kylie Briggs, Janaea Wright, and Montana Gubrud all in the match for the Roadrunners at the moment. 23-16 the score. Tally serve is over. Patterson is met at the net by Janaea Wright. Way out of bounds off of Hayden Quatre. 23-17 the score. Tally to serve again. Again, we are in the second set, with Chemeketa leading 1-0 in the match. Tally's serve goes out of bounds. Grace Phillips re-enters, or pardon me, Sarah Fanger re-enters into the back row for the Roadrunners. And Aya Oxy serves. Out of bounds, and the point goes to, the set point, I should say, goes to Chemeketa. They win this one 25-17. And we'll have a brief intermission here with Chemeketa leading 2-0 in the best out of 5 set or match here tonight. LBCC with an 11-game winning streak, Chemeketa with a 7-game winning streak. The teams will head back and have a meeting here. First time in a long time, and really the first time all season I've seen a team come in and play this dominantly against the Roadrunners, who have been absolutely unstoppable until here as of late. Again, Chemeketa leads 2-0 in the match. We'll be back after a brief intermission here. Thanks again for tuning in to LBCC Roadrunner Volleyball. We are just about to get back underway for the third set here from the LBCC Athletic Center gym. Lydia Parker on the call, and the Chemeketa Storm causing a storm here from LBCC. They lead 2-0 in the match and come into today's game on a 7-game win streak, 7-1 in conference, and LBCC on an 11-game win streak. They've yet to give up a match at home and trail 2-0 here in the third set. Sierra Fanger starts off the match, or the set, with a serve, and Lauren Kergligan hits it into the net. We'll get you some of the first two sets stats as we go along. LBCC up 1-0 here early in the third set, 2-0, as the libero Morgan Bolger hits it underneath the net out of bounds. 2-0 the score. Sierra Fanger serving again. Sarah Fanger. Pass go long is met at the net by Grace Phillips and Maddie Norris. Out of bounds, however, and 2-1 the score, as Aya Oxy comes in for libero Morgan Bolger. Lauren Kergligan hits it into the net, and the point goes back to Linn-Benton. 3-1 the score. Serving now for the Roadrunners is number 6, Maddie Norris. Maddie has jumped on top of the points scoring board for the Roadrunners, as that one goes past the diving Sarah Fanger, and pardon me, Chemeketa gets the side out. 3-2 the score, and now serving is Avery Sundberg. Again, Maddie Norris, 5 kills, 5 points total, in front of Kylie Briggs and Janaea Wright, who both have 3 kills and 3 points total. 4-2 now the score, that point going to the Roadrunners, and Kaya Knuth to serve. We are in the third set, and again, Chemeketa leads 2-0. Kale sets up pass go long. Nice job by Grace Phillips at the net. Maddie Norris hits it out of bounds, and somehow Sarah Fanger is able to bring it back in. She's laid out twice in the past 2 volleys. Impressive athletic capabilities there for Fanger. And this one eats up Fanger after a really good job by the libero and sophomore defensive specialist Sarah Fanger. The point does, however, go to Chemeketa. 4-3 the score. Hayden Quatre serving. Gubrud gets it over for the Roadrunners. Maddie Norris to Gubrud. Kylie Briggs backing up and unable to hit it over, as the set was a little bit off, and we're all tied up at 4. Quatre to serve again, the freshman out of Summit High School in Bend. It rolls off of Maddie Norris's arm and out of bounds towards the Linn-Benton bench. 5-4 the score. Quatre will serve again. Chemeketa needs just one more set to win the match. Here, however, Quatre's serve goes into the net, and 5-5 is the score, all tied up. Bailey Talley will serve. Janaea Wright also into the match on the front row for the Roadrunners. Pass go long, set up Oxy, and Oxy was able to bump it right back over. She picks up point number 6 and puts her team up 1. And now she's back to serve as well. That's Aya Oxy, sophomore from Westview High School out of Portland. Gubrud's hit goes out of bounds. 7-5 the score now, with Oxy to serve again. Aya Oxy is her name. I-A-I-A-H, Aya. And Oxy, O-C-H-S-E. 7-5 the score, as Janaea Wright is met at the net. The point goes to Chemeketa, 8-5 the score. Oxy to serve again. On the back row, Sarah Fanger, Kaya Knuth, Maddie Norris. Norris gets it up to the front to Montana Gubrud, who sets it to Kylene Briggs. Also up front is Janaea Wright. Nice job by Briggs to jump out of the way of that one before it hit her. 8-6 the score, and Gubrud will serve for the Roadrunners on the side out. Kale to Patterson. And out of bounds off of Gubrud. A hard hit by Patterson, but enough English on it to ricochet out of bounds when Gubrud got to it. 9-6 the score, and Kale to serve. Maddie Norris gets it over. Janaea Wright doing a nice job defensively. And offensively as well. One of the harder hits I've seen Janaea have all season, and it just eats up Hayden Quatre. Janaea Wright gets the point number 7, and pulls her team within 2. 9-7 the score, and Kylene Briggs to serve. Inbounds just in the corner, and my live video is lagging just a couple of seconds, so I'm excited to see that one, to see how close it really was. 10-7 the score. Chemeketa in the lead. We're in the third set here with Chemeketa up 2-0 in the match. Madison Lino, the freshman from Willamina, to serve. Briggs gets to Caitlin Allen, and it rolls off her fingertips into the net. 11-7 the score. Lino to serve again. This time into the net, and if there's one thing that these very talented Chemeketa Storm girls have struggled a little bit in is their serves. There's a couple of girls that just are phenomenal hitters and very powerful and great defenders, but when it comes to the serves, LB has gotten lucky on a couple and gotten the side out quickly. Here a hard hit eats up Montana Gubrud, and 12-8 now the score, with Lauren Kergligan, freshman from Lebanon High School, to serve. Norris gets it to Gubrud, who sets up Phillips. Pass go long, unable to get it back over, and LB gets the ball back. 12-9 the score, and Maddie Norris will serve for the Roadrunners. A big opportunity here, LBCC looking to get ahead for what would feel like the first time in the match. A nice job there by Fanger. And Gubrud turns around and hits it backwards over the net. Looks like she might have hit her elbow on one of her teammates, perhaps, kind of holding her right arm there. But nice job by Montana. As Maddie Norris's serve goes into the net, and the point goes to Chemeketa. 13-10 the score. Now serving for the Storm is Avery Sundberg, the freshman from Barlow High School out of Gresham. Out of bounds, LB gets the ball back quickly, and into the match is Kaya Knuth for Maddie Norris. Or pardon me, for Caitlin Allen, I should say. Knuth will serve. 13-11 the score here in the third set. And a great job there by Grace Phillips and Kaya Knuth. And that one goes out of bounds. The point does go to Chemeketa. 14-11 now the score, and Oxy, or pardon me, that's the second time that's happened. They've gotten close to the wrong girl serving. However, Hayden Quatre does get it and serves it. Gubrud laying out. Great job by Montana. Montana here sets up Maddie Norris from the back. Grace Phillips meets Patterson at the net. And Kaya Knuth puts all her effort into it and unable to come up with it. 15-11 the score in third set. Quatre will serve again. Gubrud bumps it over, and miscommunication between Sarah Fanger and Kylene Briggs. Both of them thought the other was going to get it. A timeout will be called. Jamie Frazier, head coach for the Roadrunners, does look a little frustrated, and understandably so. 16-11 the score. LBCC holding on a little bit closer than they had in the past two sets. At one point in the second set, they were down by 10 points to Chemeketa, and that is, and no offense to this great Chemeketa team, but the first time in a long time LB has been down by that much. And obviously both teams at the top of the South Division standing and at the top of the NWAC coaches poll. LBCC in the latest coaches poll was ranked #1 overall, and Chemeketa was 3rd overall in this Northwestern Athletic Conference. 16-11 the score. Chemeketa up on Linn-Benton. And Hayden Quatre to serve again. Patterson hits it over. Fanger gets it up to Gubrud. And Brigg unable to get that one over the net, as it was quite a bit out of bounds off of Gubrud. 17-11 the score. Hayden Quatre will serve again. Quatre running the board for the Chemeketa team. Knuth gets it to Maddie Norris. And I believe Grace Phillips on the hit. The girls turned around and looked surprised at, they thought perhaps it might have gone a little bit out of bounds, but they'll take it. 17-12 the score. Bailey Talley comes in to serve. Janaea Wright goes to the front. Talley's serve is low and a good one. However, a nice job by the front row for Chemeketa. They pick up point number 18 and lead by 6 here with Oxy to serve for the Storm. Talley leaves the match and Sarah Fanger comes back in. Gubrud with a quick set over her shoulder. 18-12 the score. Janaea Wright is met at the net. Fanger gets it to Gubrud. Kylene Briggs the hit. Fanger picked up by Norris. Kylene Briggs knocks it over. Again, 18-12 the score. A good hit by Curligan. Kylene Briggs with the hit for the Roadrunners. And a great volley. However, Chemeketa does come away with the point. 19-12 the score. Another timeout called by Coach Jamie Frazier after Janaea Wright was met at the net. Janaea and Montana trying to block it there, and it comes over. The point goes to Chemeketa. 19-12 the score. We're in the third set, and Chemeketa has the lead. They're up 2-0 in the match overall. They lead it here, 19-12 in the third set. And multiple people before this match began said that it would go all 5, and it's still entirely possible that it will. However, LBCC does trail here by 5. Chemeketa looking for 6 more points to snap an 11-game winning streak for LB and be the first team to defeat them on their home turf this season. Aya Oxy to serve. Gubrud sets up Briggs. And Fanger gets it over. Nice job by the girls on the back row for Linn-Benton. Here, Sarah Fanger and Kaya Knuth dive into each other. Chemeketa is 5 points away. 20 to 12 the score. Oxy to serve again. Gubrud with the set. And Janaea Wright with the point. A side out for LB, and a very important one here. Montana Gubrud will be serving. 20 to 13 the score. We are in the third set. Chemeketa is up 2-0 in the match. Kale sets up Patterson. Kylene Briggs gets it over. Patterson with the kill. 21-13 the score. The side out for Chemeketa. And Jane Kale, the freshman from West Albany, will serve for the Storm. A quick hit there for Janaea Wright. And Briggs here with a quick hit. Out of bounds off of Montana Gubrud. 22-13 the score. Kale will serve again. 3 points away from victory and an upset here at LB. Gubrud sets up Briggs. Quatre gets it up to Kale. Patterson lightly taps it over. Nice job by Gubrud, but out of bounds on Kylene Briggs. 23-13 the score. Again, LBCC is down by 10 for what feels like the first time ever this season. Gubrud sets up Wright. And a hard hit, and point number 14 for Wright. As Micaiah Philly comes in for Kaya Knuth. Kylene Briggs goes back to serve, 23-14 the score. LBCC looking to bounce back here. Finger gets it to Gubrud. Philly is met at the net and unable to come back over with it as Eleanor Belton gets it back, right back over the net. 24-14 the score. And serving the match point is Madison Lino, freshman from Willamina High School. Fanger gets it to Gubrud. Janaea Wright with the hit, picks up point 15. 24-15, LB gets the side out. Sarah Fanger will serve. In the match for LB, Sarah Fanger serving. Kylene Briggs, Montana Gubrud, Grace Phillips, Maddie Norris, and Micaiah Philly. And the hard-hitting Pasco Long gets it done for her team. Micaiah Philly unable to keep that one in bounds on the dig. And the upset here at home with the number 3 team in the NWAC taking care of LBCC tonight. They win that one 25-15 and sweep the Roadrunners here tonight. LBCC's 11-game win streak is broken, and Chemeketa's goes on. They've won 8 straight now. And we'll be back here for the final home game after a tough one here tonight. Again, Chemeketa wins it in 3. But we'll be back for the final home game Wednesday, October 25th. It's sophomore night. We'll honor the 4 girls on the team before the match, I'm assuming. Again, 6:30 p.m. Wednesday, October 25th. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And until Wednesday, so long, everybody.